Good day, guys. As you all know me, as your mentor, NASDAQ Ninja. So, guys, before I can continue, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload. So, guys, today I'm going to give you guys an update of US30 and NAS100. It's been a while, guys, not analyzing the chart with you all, but I hope and believe you guys missed me a lot. You understand? So, guys, at the end of the day, guys, you can see I'm already on US30 USD. You understand? It's US30 though. We're going to analyze the chart. Let's start from the highest time frame, weekly time frame as usual and normal. Understand? I hope and believe this week, guys, you're going to kill the chart. When I give you guys update, you always killing the chart. Understand? This week, guys, it's CPI. You understand? It's CPI. I think CPI is gonna be doing the most. By luck, maybe Monday I'll give you guys an update on CPI. So always, guys, what I do, I always go to the chart and then I start allocating my zones. That's what I always do. You understand? I like doing that. It gives me those proper setups in order for me to enter proper entries. You understand? So I'll be doing this and then come here, create another zone again, and then create another zone here. Understand? So at the end of the day, guys, since I have my zones like this, you see how beautiful are my zones. My chart is not dirty. There's no lot of zones. Those ones only is the ones that I'm gonna use. Understand? And then remember, trend lines can be a zone. I once said this, and then I started seeing people becoming excited of knowing that trend lines can be a zone. You know why trend lines can be a zone? Remember, there's a horizontal lines there, and then there's diagonal lines, and those lines are being called supply and support and resistance, and then these ones are called diagonal support and diagonal resistance. So hence they're becoming a diagonal zone. So trends can be zones as well if they are on the highest time frame. You see, this is a beautiful trend. It's a beautiful trend. But let's quickly go to the daily time frame and see what is it that we see on the daily time frame. You understand? So now we are on a daily time frame. Let's reset the chart. So on the daily time frame, we have like a wedge. Understand? We have a wedge. So this wedge, guys, is two-sided. Understand? It's always a wedge that can break in the below side or in the upper side. You always have to study those wedge so that you can understand what actually I'm talking about. You understand? So I'm gonna take this wedge from there because at that certain point it created a bigger movement to the top side. You understand? So now I'm starting to mix trends. So don't be confused. Don't let this thing confuse you. You understand? So I'm gonna put my support at this point here because I can see at this point the market is failing to pass a certain position. You understand? So let me put my support there. So this is my support. So at the end of the day, we tend to understand that when the market comes hit at the top, we might be seeing the market dropping to the bottom side and breaking that support. Understand? Because at the top side, you can see we have a proper first touch, second touch, third touch. In many cases, in many traders, they can like doing this. And then they say they hope for a third touch in the below side, counting the other side because now we are entering into the other trade. But what I like about this trend line, this wedge is two-sided. Understand? I don't know if many people know about this wedge, but this wedge is two-sided. This is not even remember there's a rising wedge and a falling wedge that is continuation. You understand? But this one is not a continuation pattern, it's a two-sided pattern. So a two-sided pattern, it's either it can break to the below side or it can break to the upper side. So always you need to wait for it to break a certain position in order for it to take a certain direction. See how many times it played there. It becomes a problem. So now let's quickly push to H4 and see what is it that we actually expect to the market to do. You understand? So we can quickly come here and create a specifically trend there. We have a beautiful trend here. We have a beautiful trend. We have a beautiful trend, which most of the people can only be having this certain trend, understand, and expecting the market to do what, to drop. As much as you can see the market, the market been dropping, the market been dropping, you understand? And then they come here and say, at this certain point, we expect a certain retest here. Because this can be our neckline as well once we have our double top there. As well, I think I prefer that, I prefer the market to drop. Since this is a two-sided trend, I can expect the market to come and reverse at this certain point. That's when I think I would believe that, okay, the market can start pushing to the top side. You know, this is a zone. The market, the reason it failed to pass that certain position is because that position is too strong for the market to pass, you know, and even if we take it to the backside, we'll tend to understand that that position that the market is playing around is too strong. Understand? It's strong enough to keep the market falling to the bottom side because it's just a resistance. Let's quickly go and name it as our resistance so that we don't get confused. So that's our resistance, you understand? So guys, at the end of the day, let's go to 60 minutes time frame. Maybe we can see other changes or other confirmation of the market. You understand? Maybe we can change our mind, but I'm still not changing my mind. I'm still confident with saying that the market at this certain point, it should start looking for selling opportunities due to how this point been keeping us at this position. You know, it's been keeping us to the top side here. It did retest beautifully, you understand? So I believe that the market can play around, but at this certain point, the market has to give us those proper sells to the bottom side. So I would like to remove this one. Let me remove this one when I draw the beautiful one. You know, once you get to the smallest time frame, you need to adjust them. So I don't want to adjust them. I just want to actually remove something that I don't need. You understand? So yes, you need to enter a proper entry there, hoping for the market to drop. I think the market can drop during CPI and then go to the bottom side. You understand? As much as a lot of people expecting for buys, you know, don't go with what people expect. Go with what your analysts tell you. You understand? This zone might be the one that will play part during CPI. But at the end of the day, guys, let's jump into NASDAQ and see what is it that NASDAQ has for us. So this is our NASDAQ, guys. Remember, guys, I have to take it to the weekly time frame and check what is it that I see on the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, I just see a proper market moving the proper way. You understand? So I'm going to create my highest point and then create sorry about that, and create my lowest point. You understand? So I'm going to create places whereby when I check, the market reverses. So those are the places. Those are the places. Many people find it easy to trade zones on NASDAQ because they feel like it's the easiest. They understand? If you can check, man, we are on a zone. Beautiful zone touched. We're turning back. Easy for me to confirm a proper sell there. You understand? Okay, we come here, we create the zone again. Okay, we can confirm a buy as well, going to the top. But remember, the market has to create a correction at that certain point before it can move. It has to manipulate it. Guys, you need to attend the course if ever you don't understand on YouTube. Understand? Because there are a lot of things, guys, you know, by seeing the chart here, I know what's going to happen. I hope and believe you guys know what's going to happen, man. I've been teaching you guys everything. Understand? I've been teaching you guys everything. You just have to stay focused and always study the chart. Understand? Like I always say, this trend line doesn't like mostly convince me that it's the trend line that can actually break the new highs. You know, it's the trend line that can create the new highs. It doesn't like mostly convince me, you know, because it has like lost holes. You understand? Something that it was supposed to be created in the back then. You know, the market has chances coming back to retest it. But I'm giving you guys a signal, but you don't see it. But nonetheless, guys, you know, it's whoever who's listening, you understand? Now we're gonna push to the daily time frame and then check what is it that's going on in a daily time frame. I think we have a proper channel. You know, these proper channels, guys, always plays part. You understand? You need to always respect them. They play part. They can make the market to reverse badly. You understand? So I'm just gonna create this channel, and then yes, I'm not gonna forget that I'm having a proper support here, you understand? But I'll say I'm gonna be looking for my selling opportunities at this certain point, because I always know that the market has to go to a certain point in order to gain power to pass a certain position. Understand? Let me quickly go to H4 and see what is it that I can see here. I still see a proper breakout here. You know, first touch, second touch, we had everything that was needed here. We're having everything that is needed here. First touch, second touch, and third touch. But at the end of the day, I tend to understand that at this certain point, I should expect selling option, because I know very well that the market has to come back and retest neither here or here as well. So that's how I'm gonna be expecting selling opportunities. Understand? I feel like the sales here are gonna be like big, too heavy. Understand? They're gonna be unstoppable. So we need to watch out on them. Understand? So our take profit will be here. So we need to always next week try to look out for those buys at that certain point so that we can catch them. We don't have to miss them. Understand? So I feel like those buys are gonna start there and then we're gonna drop to the bottom side. You understand? So guys, at the end of the day, guys, this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching this one.